So there's a misconception that if you're single, you are incomplete, perhaps damaged, salvaged, and you won't be happy until you find your one. And that is not true. That is bullshit. It is a message that has been fed to us by media and advertising. The truth is, when you're single, you have the richest soil for growth. That's why I created this podcast. And unlike other podcasts, this one is host-driven, not guest-driven. That means I will be rotating health and wellness experts 3 times a week to give you the giant box of wellness crayons, not just the primary colors, so you can start building a meaningful life. It's time to give singlehood a cape. Today's host is Rena Martine. She was a Los Angeles County Deputy District Attorney for 14 years, where she specialized in sex crimes, child abuse, and domestic violence cases. Today, she continues to serve women as an intimacy coach, educator, TEDx speaker, and author, with a mission and a fire in her belly to help women love their bodies, experience deep intimacy, and of course have great sex, all shame-free. Enjoy, Rena Martine.
I am your host today, women's intimacy coach Rena Martine, and I am joined by certified holistic health coach Kat Kierans. Kat specializes in somatic healing for stress and anxiety and is passionate about embodiment. With a following of over 30,000 people on TikTok, Kat's mission since day one has been to help women feel safe in their bodies so they can live up to their fullest potential. She takes a trauma-informed approach and infuses knowledge from her basic somatic experiencing certificate, her background in assertive communication, as well as her energetic gifts to help her followers and clients find peace. Kat, how are you, woman?
Hi, Rena. I am so good and so excited to be chatting with you, as I always am excited to talk with you. Thank you for asking.
I am honored to have you here today, especially because you're kind of out on maternity leave right now, right?
It's true. I am about 10 weeks away from popping, so I have stepped away from working too much, but I couldn't help it. When you reached out to me about this topic, I was like, oh, this sings to me. I have to talk to Rena about this. So by all means, yeah.
Well, I'm so excited to have you, and thank you for carving out some time for our talk today. Let's just start big picture here. Say someone's listening and they have no idea what somatic or embodiment refers to. Can you just kind of walk us through that?
Yeah, for sure. So my lens is definitely from a holistic lens, but I infuse a heavy side of somatic healing and embodiment work, which essentially just means how we regulate the nervous system so that we can find our own sense of peace, of regulation, of centeredness. And we do this through exercises that are really body focused instead of mind focused. Now, because I come from a holistic lens as well, I don't think that we are ever mindless or that it's not all connected. I truly believe it is all connected, but it's kind of like the gateway into being able to calm our mind if it's kind of gone haywire into anxiety and stress mode. And I believe that if we can connect to our body and regulate our nervous systems so that we can even just take a deep breath and be really present with ourselves, that we're going to be able to reduce our stress and our anxiety. So that's the lens that I come from when I'm working with clients and also sharing online.
Got it. And so how would one know if their nervous system is off?
Yeah, I would say it's different for a lot of people, but there are many, many cues. And when it comes to anxiety, for instance, generally speaking, people are going to have a trouble accessing a slow and steady breath. They're going to feel maybe really sweaty or all of a sudden flush. They might feel dizzy. And this is again from the anxious side. There's also different ways you can be dysregulated, but it could even be, people describe it as anxiety attacks or panic attacks, where you quite literally feel like you might be dying in those moments. That's kind of on the extreme end, but the subtle ends could literally just be like feeling a complete lack of centeredness. Like you're not feeling connected, or you can't connect to other people or have a calm conversation. You're just distant. You're not there. You're not in your body. So I would say that there's going to be different subtle cues for everybody. Like for myself, when I'm really anxious, all of a sudden I'm going to not be able to have access to my breath. And then I'm literally going to have a headache come in almost instantly. That's just my body's kind of warning sign. And then I actually, this is years ago, I'm luckily don't have this anymore, but I would go straight to vomiting actually. So there's lots of different warning signs. And I would just say that like everybody's different. So to get used to